my mind's eye, I seem to remember a time when gaming was all about the win, about the leaderboard, the frame-perfect parry, and the bragging rights in the playground, the bragging rights at school, the bragging rights in general. But as I approach a half decade in my 40s, my hands don't move the way they did back in 1989, 1995, 2005, 2015. I've grown. The reflexes, the ones that used to be my greatest asset, aside from my beautiful mind, are slowing down. For a while, that felt like a loss, something to mourn. I felt the pressure of the gamer identity, that if you aren't playing the competitive shooters, or the hardcore Souls-likes, or the semi-hardcore roguelikes, or the competitive sports games, emphasis on competitive, if you aren't punishing yourself and pushing yourself to the limit, that you're somehow not a real gamer. I spent years fighting my own limitations, feeling the friction of a world that determines high-octane speed, accuracy, bragging rights, when all I wanted really was just to breathe, just to relax, just to play. All I wanted was just me, my own selfishness. Then something clicked. Suddenly, one day, I just realized I didn't owe these developers or anyone on social media my sweat and tears. I'm a designer. I understand the machine. I understand the process. If a game is going to be difficult, if a game is going to be a dick to me, I'm going to be efficient. I've started playing selfishly, and I'll continue to play selfishly. If there's a dirty trick, a cheese tactic, an overpowered build, or maybe even difficulty settings, let's call them accessibility settings, but we all know what we're talking about. If there's a difficulty setting that respects my time, I will use it. I mean, I use story mode for Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and I will use that whenever I choose. Long ago, I stopped playing for the challenge and started playing for the experience, for my enjoyment. If after a long day, and I have many long days, after my kids have gone to bed, I just have 2 hours to enjoy the quietness before I spend time with my wife at night, I'm not spending them banging my head against a boss or puzzle that relies on frame data, or relies on me or keeping notes and paying full attention to everything going on and having to figure out a mad puzzle or jumping through some oops. I'm going to utilize every single tool, every exploit, and every design flaw or bypass in the book and not in the book to ensure that my limited time yields maximum satisfaction. Some of you will call this ungamemanly. Some of you will call this cheating. But for me, this isn't cheating. It's just optimized consumption. The way you scheme some sentences or some phrases in a book or even some pages, the way people scheme that is the exact same thing in gaming. I have learned to reclaim my hobby from the altar of hardcore gatekeeping. I've learned to reclaim it for myself. I've learned to play selfishly. And for me, maybe that's my word for 2026, selfishly. I am a man of many interests. Some of you are, some of you are not. This selfish approach has done something I didn't expect. It has freed my other hobbies to breathe. I I can read when I want to. I can watch a TV show or a movie when I want to. And I can game when I want to. On multiple occasions, I can do all three in the same day, in the same 2 to 2.5 window every evening. And I love it when I do that. Because I'm no longer grinding for the sake of completion, trophies, or bragging rights. For the sake of being part of a community, I've been able to find the mental bandwidth to dive into thick fantasy novels, to get lost in hard sci-fi series like Foundation, like Dune, and like even Star Trek, all the Star Trek episodes ever made. Sometimes I just want to sit down and watch a slice of life show without the lingering stress of an unfinished quest log, something like Virgin River, something as simple as that. I enjoy living. It's not all about gaming, but I enjoy living selfishly sometimes. My fulfillment has surged because the quality of my engagement has changed. I am curating my time. When I sit down with a story-driven epic game, I'm not there to prove my worth to a stranger on the internet. What I'm doing at the time when I'm playing my game, whether I'm playing online or offline, I'm there to inhabit the world, to analyze the design, and to feel the story. My reflexes might be slower, but my appreciation for the craft has surged to the stars. It's never been sharper for me, my mind and my heart for gaming. I'm no longer a younger hero, but I'm a much happier one. And that in itself is the ultimate win. If you like my journals, if you like my words, if you like my thoughts, I hope you subscribe, stick around, and share this channel. Talk to you all soon. See you in the comments.